the purpose is to keep the knowledge that somehow there's a reset of trust. There's a reset of connection and relationship with God. There's a reconnection saying that, no, I am God. I am still God. I'm your God. I'm your supply. I'm making you set apart. I'm calling you. When I read this was my conviction. Because it's so easy in my workaholicness. It's so easy to, in leadership and my calling it's so easy to rely on, and I'll give credit to God for talents he's given me, and give credit to God for skills and all those things. But I also give credit to myself for knowledge I've read and things that I've applied and experience I got. And it's easy for me to rely on my own gifts, my own knowledge, my own talents, my own skills. And the reason I know when I'm doing that is when something doesn't go right, the first thing I run to is a book, looking for more knowledge or more skills to be able to solve that problem or whatever it might be. And I went, wait a second. God's saying right here, I gave you this Sabbath, I gave you this rhythm as a way to keep the knowledge that I am the one who set you apart. I'm the one who called you. I'm the one who's equipped you. I'm the one who's providing for you, and that this is part of the rhythm. Above all, keep this, because if you keep this, the other ones are going to fall in line. And it says, keep the Sabbath, the day of rest. Keep the day of rest. It is holy to you. Anybody else find this strange that God talks so much and in such spiritual, commanding ways about a day off? Like, that's just weird. It's weird might not be weird for you, but it's weird for me. I'm like, there's a lot of other things, God, you should probably, maybe prioritize. He says it again, brings it up again. Exodus 34. 6 days you shall labor, and the seventh day you shall rest. Okay, God, we've heard this. Then he says this, even during the plowing season and harvest, you must rest. And I thought, well, this is interesting, because God even acknowledges that we're going to have busy seasons. And it's almost like God is addressing their excuses before they even made the excuses. Been going, yeah, no, but God, it's harvest time. It's like, we've only got so much time. We got to get the crops off. The weather's been spotty. It's not like it snows every Sunday for, wait. But when we got to make hay when the sun shines, you can almost hear that. And God's saying, hey, even in the busy seasons, even in those times, you need to make this a priority. I'm like, okay. And I realized that it takes more discipline and more effort for me. This is for me, to rest. It takes more discipline and more effort to rest than it does just to keep working. And then I read this quote by Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel. He said this, and this one convicted me hard. 6 days a week, we seek to dominate the world. On the seventh day, we try to dominate the self. I realize I have a natural tendency to make excuses as to why I can't or can't afford to or don't have time to, and that I drift towards bad habits naturally. And then I also realize that when I get out of the rhythms that I drift more, it just becomes this cycle, drift more to bad thinking, bad habits, and just becomes a perpetual thing that doesn't stop. And it takes effort and discipline to reset.